I know I just had you. Where did I put you? Where did I put you? Oh, there you are. Morning. Yeah, I'm running a little bit behind today. I went to go treat myself to a Starbucks this morning, and the line, man, every time you guys see me, I have something on my shirt, but it's authentically me. I'm a hot mess all the time. Bonjour. Let's see. It is muggy outside. It rained really bad this morning. We had like a couple thunderstorms. I did not charge my tablet, so you're on my phone. So you get to see probably every freckle versus the tablet doesn't have the same like, it doesn't have the same like lenses. And I never use filters. I'm not one for filters. Because I would it always throws me off when people use them and like they'll have like enhancements like eyelashes or something, and when they move and they're not fast enough that like you can see the eyelashes on their eyebrow or something like that. So I'm not big for filters, but I did get a coffee today. I got one of my oldies but goodies. I like to get a vanilla bean cream frappuccino with 2 to 3 shots of espresso. Good morning. Hey Sandra. So I just released why I was in the Starbucks carport tangle. Man, there were so many people in line. Um the my first tote pattern from Country Cow. I did a quick tutorial for this cute little cutie. I think this is like the perfect bag. The little this is so cute. So this tote I feel like is a good tote for your sojo, scraps, teaching kids how to sew, like a gift. Like I feel like this is a my daughter has her favorite teacher's birthday is coming up, like to get do this in like her favorite team or the school colors, and then fill it with like notions, candies, and whatnot. Like I feel like this is an altogether good bag to have in your arsenal. I think the pattern's under $3, and it has a really cool way of closing up the method. We don't close it at all within the lining. But yes, I used this is cotton, quilting cotton, and I interfaced it with a Shape Flex 101. And then decided to use duck canvas in the inside. It is super sturdy, and I have a high loft fusible fleece in the inside as well. Good morning. So yeah, and then instead of using 1 inch, I decided to use 3/4 of an inch. I thought it looked better with this size bag. I with smaller bags, I either like extremely skinny straps or like the widest I can get. Like the 1 inch never works for me. Like I always want if it's like a small bag, either a 1.5 or 3/4 of an inch. I don't know why. Um, that's just my preference to make it either look really small with the thicker straps or make it look proportionally right with the smaller straps. So today, yesterday I cleaned out a huge chunk of my room. I still need to clean out more. I was moving in slow motion. I hate cleaning, but it's a necessary evil, right? So I'm going to be filming today Aura Rosa's new bag pattern that should be coming out next week. So I am cutting everything, I'm fusing everything, I'm drawing all the lines so that way the video can like go smoothly. When I just cut things out and I don't prep like anything, the videos tend to be a little bit longer. So I'm going to take my time and prep everything, and then chill for a while until Hope gets out at noon, and then I'm going to film. And then I'm watching different shows with different kids. Like my son is having me watch Steven Universe, and I'm still not understanding how he has a gym power, but I'm only on the first season with him. I agreed to watch this TV show with him because I for like the past summers he always plays it in the background, and the music is really good. So I was like, okay, I'll watch it because of that. And then I'm rewatching Stranger Things with Hope because she's never seen it. So we're about to finish the first season and she's really into it right now. Um, that's what my plans are today, just to chill and relax. Good morning. Oh, I will definitely like to test it. You need to definitely I always tell people, put yourself out there. If you're a pattern tester, a pattern person, put yourself out there. You might be making a pattern that someone's been trying to find and then now that you have it, they can, make their little dreams come true. Like for me, it was a hitchhiker when Bent Needle came out with that pattern. It made all my little dreams come true because I was trying to make a bag that looked like that. And because of her pattern, I was able to create like little baby masterpieces in my mind. So if you're a designer, bring forth your patterns. um, so yeah, this weekend is going to be testing weekend. So tomorrow, I fully on plan on testing one test and then doing another, and then hopefully next week I'm going to start my bag challenge about making a bag a day for Baltimore Comic Con. Good morning. So yeah, that's what my plans are. Yesterday I got my Backstitch Fabrics. They had bringing back the basic realm. Remember when they had just like colors? There was not really a theme. I finally got that. It was about a 14-week turnaround. They're usually Amber's a little bit faster, but right now everyone's having an extremely long time with the ports. Everyone that I know that does customs is having a while for it to be in custom, once it hits a port being released and going through customs and all that. So it's just patience is a virtue. But I wanted to show you a few of the colors because I wasn't prepared. See, when you test or when you striking is when a fabric company gives you fabric to make bags so you can help promote what their current round is. You usually get like 1-2 yards of something. You don't usually get to pick the designer or the owner does. So when you buy stuff, it's always intriguing when you've only seen a picture and not seen it actually in person and it meets up to being the person. Um so I don't know if you remember with that round, Shannon made her Tuesday tote in this mauve pink. I'm not a pink person. And because of her, I got this because I've never seen a bag so pretty before. And look at this. How pretty is that? This is like the prettiest pink ever. I know I have some mixed love with the silky, but yeah, I got this pink though. I am living for I wish I got more than 2 rolls. I get a lot of people asking me, "Should I get 1 roll?" Whatever. My my food for thought or for my process for this is if you're able to afford it, always get 2 rolls because these rolls are like what 18 inches and if you're doing 1 strap and then you have handles, then you have no more fabrics really for your bag. So always get around 2. But look, this pink, when I came in, I immediately opened up the box and I wanted to see what this pink looked like in person. It is so soft. It's like a dusty rose. It is gorgeous. Yeah, they're silky. You got your print box too yesterday. Look at us. I'll get in it. They ship fast. Like once they give us that order, it's done. And I know someone asked if there's gonna be retail, and there is. There's a couple things I want retail of. I did not get the sapphire blue, which is like this color blue. I don't know how I overlooked that. I usually pick everything that's blue because that's my favorite color. I don't know how I overlooked it. And then I got the Saddle Smooth because Lynn from Lynn's Made, she made this beautiful phone case and she used this brown. This looks like Hershey chocolate melted. Like you just want to stick your finger in it to see if it's going to come out and it's going to taste as good as it looks. This is really pretty and these 2 colors complement each other so well. Like I could see a brown and mauve or a dusty rose bag. And then I wanted something different because I usually don't pick any fabrics like this because I never know what I'm going to use it for. But I did pick this. It's called Reverse Web. When I seen it, I thought it looked like Crackle. Um, like I 100% thought it was going to be called, but it's called Reverse Web. and there's actually a texture between the lines. It's really pretty. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I have a Spider Gwen bag in mind, um, but I haven't figured it out yet. Sometimes you just pick things and you don't know why. Blue's my favorite. Yeah, the milk chocolate. So I did get one thing of Silky. Look at this. This is the Silky. That is so pretty. I might use this in Aura Rosa's bag because this looks like a jewel. This is so beautiful. And I like the texture and it's very lightweight, so it could be great for an exterior bag. This is just so pretty. And then I only got one of these and I regret not getting another, but I'm trying to amp up my clear vinyl game. Um, sometimes Sandra helps me out with like really cool clear vinyls, but I did also get this one because 626 is wildly popular for me. So it's really pretty. And I think I got one more. Oh, one more because I wanted to do like I seen this with the Wednesday bag. Someone made it with the Wednesday bag, and I have no idea what I'm going to make it with, but I just thought it was such a pretty color. Isn't that pretty? I don't know what I'm going to make it with, but it's such a like gothic romantic color. Like I don't know. I have like definitely Morticia Adams vibes. So those are the ones I got, and I got two of each one. I know the Stitch, except the Stitch. I didn't get two of that. Oh, why did I get two of that? That's so weird because like normally I go in the cart, I'll just hit two and I'll hit next and two next, until and then update my cart. So I must have did something wrong and didn't hit two in that one. I just always believe in getting two of everything just in case someone asks you to remake it or you give it away for someone and you really want to make one for yourself. It's easier for me to get things of two. And then Kendall's about to get, I call Kendall and say, hey, babe, remember you said you want to help me with my room? I need you to organize my vinyls, corks, and leathers. And he's like, I finished the top part, but I have not touched the corral yet. And these are just going to be sitting right there by there. He's probably going to be like, you said that you had everything. Yeah, I sure did, buddy. But yeah, that came in yesterday and I was really excited. I don't know what it is. I don't ever get a sticker. And the thing is, here's the thing. I don't know why stickers excite me, like why I like them so much. But I like stickers. Anytime there's a sticker I get from anything, I like tattoo everything in my room has stickers. I mean, I have stickers from everywhere. Like, I bought a few things from Jess Okla Roots. I got a beanie with two pom poms because it was the cutest, thickest beanie. And I got to tell you, I wore it this winter, and that son of a biscuit was thick. It was great because I don't know if you live in a colder area in the winter, but if my ears get cold, it's over. I don't want to play. I'm not funny. I'm not nice. I become like a gremlin. But when and everyone's like, "Oh, you have a lot of hair, so it should help insulate it." It doesn't work that way. it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. So, but I wore the beanie when I would walk to go pick up Hope or Kindle, and my ears and my head were warm. I was like, "What? This is pretty awesome." I'm going to sew a silk like bonnet inside so that way when I wear it, it doesn't frizz out my hair or like strip it of its natural oils. But yeah, that's like now my favorite beanie. But I digress. She sent a really cute sticker and I have it on my printing table. Yeah, feet, cold feet. Yeah, every time. So I have it on my printing table. So every time I order from someone, like Nicole from New Moxie has like the coolest stickers, and they're like all over they're all over my tables. My every single sewing machine has stickers on it. My cutting table, the sides have stickers. The printing tables have it. Anywhere that there's a table or dresser drawer, there's stickers. I just like them because generally people make their stickers the same theme of whatever they're selling. So But, like, if you came in my room and you counted my backstitch stickers, there's probably 1, just 1. I'm like, I out of all the custom shops I shop at, I shop mostly at Backstitch, and I'm like, I need a sticker. I need a sticker, okay? I know I sound like a two-year-old, but I want a sticker. You know who has really cool stickers? Zombie Rabbit, right, wait, hold on. Rabbit Zombie and, Alchemax. Olivia creates stickers for each round. So if you order a round from her, if it's like a Star Wars round, then they're all Star Wars stickers. If it's like Arcane, it's all Arcane stuff. Like it's pretty cool. And she puts the stickers even in our strike boxes, and I wind up just I have like a table just full of like Olivia stickers. Oh my god, the floor. I don't Julie, I don't even wanna look at the floor. Cause okay, what when I clean, this is why he hates cleaning my stuff. When I do clean, I have, like, this corral that he made that holds all my vinyls on a roll or a waterproof canvas. Now, when I'm cleaning out, like, cause when I'm cutting, I'll usually throw things to either side, and then when I'm done, instead of putting them back and folding them or rolling them up, I put them inside the corral, and then he's just like it just it's really hard. Like, I have a system for, like, different stuff, but I don't know. I don't yeah. Hmm, okay. I don't even know what that means, Carissa. Let's see. Yeah, you sh always volunteer to test if you feel up to it, because the thing is that's how, designers get to figure out their range and how they're able to say, "Oh, this is for beginner, this is for intermediate, this is for advanced, this is for everyone." Yeah, I toss underneath the table too. Yeah, I'm sad if I don't get one too, but then one time, what my I think sometimes I don't look thoroughly enough because my son was breaking down a box because he's the box breaker down to put him into the recycling bin, and it was like in between like one of the fold things. I was like, how the hell was I supposed to know to open both ends of the box? Like, I'm gonna do that. So I guess it may be because of all the weight in the box and that's so light, maybe it slid through an area that it was able to. So I don't know. The stickers do make me happy. Um, yeah, not very big plans this weekend, just mostly testing. I kind of like testing because I could just take my time and I'm not in a rush. So one test I'm a little bit more intimidated to do because it's a bigger test. And when I was looking reading the other testers, they were like, "Oh, it took me 3 hours to cut out." I'm like, "Well, damn." Okay, so um I'm a slow cutter. Um, I'm a slow cutter. And I'm one of these people like so if the pattern gives if this is the first pattern piece for the exterior, I will cut out all the exterior pieces, all the interfacings that go with the exteriors. If there's any zip pockets or anything that's in the front, I'm going to cut out everything for the exterior pieces first. And then like I'll follow the directions. I can't it's step by step and it's a lot of interfacing. What am I doing for my birthday? Um, it's a Monday, right? It's probably sewing. I know it is a really good experience, at least you're like, is one, you get to know the designer. I always like talking to designers because they have the most intriguing minds. The way they put things together, it's like watching Sherlock Holmes solving a mystery. It's like really cool. Um, um, I like testing. I love testing. Sometimes I have to dial it back, especially when it's like a convention season, because it's hard. It's super hard to try to test and focus when I'm trying to like crank out bags for an event. Oh, thank you, Julie. No, my birthday's on the 24th. Yeah. So you just it's really weird to what every designer is different too. Like the more different designers, I realize how uniquely different they are and how much time and effort they put into it. It's like crazy how much time they put into it. And it's like putting out a little piece of your soul, a little like your child, or I don't know. It is. It has to be something very scary. That's why I don't know. I think it's cool when they're able to do it. There's a couple of pattern testers I'm testing with right now, and it seems like right when I'm done with like one or two, then two or three come out of the woodwork. Um, and it's hard, it's hard to say no to my because they're all my favorites. All my favorites. And then what you guys are gonna get is on August 1st, if you're part of Bag of the Month, you're gonna get the first part. There's Country Cow, it's gonna be for August. September is Emmeline Bags, and October is Catherine from Sew Your Bag. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. Uh, well, okay, so when I started testing, before I became a Swoon team member, I was on Sarah Lawson's, and I just got asked. One day I was just in her group and I was like, am I in the right place? um, so most of those people that I've been with, I've only think I've asked a few people. I did ask Alexis from Aura Rosa, but I was already on Lavender and Twine's team. I've only asked a few people, but if you are interested in a certain designer, I say why not ask? They probably take it as a compliment just as much as you would take it as a compliment if they asked you. Um, some designers are very, introverted and they're afraid to go ask or whatever, but most of the time I've gotten asked. The handful of people I've asked for was Aura Rosa, and there was someone else. But most of the people I've been asked, or I just fell into it, because I am a Swoon team member and also of a Bag of a Month team member. So we help moderate the group. So there's a couple different mods, but if you're in Bag of the Month, then you should be aware of who Lynn is. Samantha, Elle, myself, Monica, Helen, Ingrid, we're all mods. So what happens is when you're part of Bag of the Month, uh, sometimes the people that are currently in Bag of the Month going to be designing ask if they can have someone from the mod team test one of their bags, test the bag too, so that way we can help people during in there, like, hey, I don't know, this is not fitting, I'm not understanding the seam allowance. If I did the pattern, I can tell you and help you out as best as I possibly can. So after that, some people just kind of keep me afterwards, or they ask if I would like to stay to be a tester, and I'm like, yeah, sure. And then there's some people that I've just tested for like a specialty thing, like they have a box coming out and it's a special pattern. Just most of the time I just get asked. So, but I have asked. I asked Alexis, and she's one of my she's a really close friend. She's an incredible person. She's very funny. She's nothing like I thought she was. She's even more. Um, so I did ask her, and she was like, "Yeah, sure. I didn't know if you wanted to do it," and I was a part of her team, and now I'm a part of her team, and I do videos for her bags. But yeah, if there's someone that you like, maybe ask them. And maybe if they say, "Oh, I'm not looking for it right now," but maybe when they do start looking, they're gonna remember the fact that you were so intrigued and so interested that you showed gumption and you asked. Oh man. She is one of my people that I would love to test for her. I do not have the cojones to ask her. Maggie 55, I've learned so much from her. Like I told you guys, if you should buy her patterns just for her education alone. Like her bags are impeccable. They're amazing. I have made a couple of them, and she gives some of the best videos I've ever seen. She breaks it down. There's no fluff. This is how you do it. This is an alternative way, and I love her style of teaching. Um, I believe she also has classes that you can go in person, which I that is a 2024 list, bucket list, I would love to attend one of her classes. But if you are like, "Hey, I wanna do it," ask her. She might be like, "Oh, yeah, I am looking for new pattern testers. Well, do you wanna keep joining the team?" Her bags are amazing. Yes. Yeah, because it's hard because you see somebody with an amazing bag and you have, like, assumptions like, "Oh, I don't know, you assume different things." I think, like, when people, like I think when I started doing videos, people realized how, like, laid back I was. I'm not that serious. I just don't respond really well to in commenting. Like, it's hard for me to put in words exactly what I wanna tell you when you ask a question, and it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with me being dyslexic and second guessing myself. I'm better in person than I am on paper. So, um, so I think when I started actually doing videos or whatever, I think people had an idea of who I was as a bag maker and what I liked, and that I'm just like I'm chill. And when you get to be in these different testing groups, you can see different people's personalities. Like there might be someone that is hilariously funny, but like outside of their group, you don't notice them doing that. I think that's one of the reasons why I like testing as well. Yeah. I've asked a few times. It's just really weird for me because because like I when I ask, it was just like or even I have to ask for patterns. I will not do a video to a pattern that I don't ask for permission for. You will not see me do that at all, ever. I won't. It's just because I've worked with too many designers and I see how much they put into it, and I rather ask for permission than for forgiveness. So but it's hilarious when I've reached out and I'll be like, "Hey, my name is Shanova. I've been in your your fan group or your group page for blah 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 blah. I seen this pattern and I would love to make a video." And they're like, "Yeah, Shanova, we know who you are." Like, and you're like, "You do?" And then they're like, "Yeah, go ahead, have fun." Like, do a video, but like I've never got anyone ever saying no to me yet. So knock on wood. Good morning, Arnetta. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Jenny. You purchased yourself for 1341. Oh my God, Zeta, that is amazing. That's the machine I'm gonna probably be working on today. I did clean it out yesterday, so I'm kind of contemplating it because the thing is that okay, I always have a hard time doing videos on it. Not because of the angles, actually because of the angles, I can get a lot of cooler camera angles. But I like I feel like it deters people to think that they can't use a domestic machine on it. And it's really hard because like for example, like I said, I'm doing Aura Rosa video today. Aura Rosa sews on a domestic. So all of her bags, even the beasts, can be done on a domestic. So I hate trying to go on the bigger machines because I don't want people thinking they cannot do it on a domestic and when they very much can. And I still haven't figured out. I'm struggling today with trying to figure out what bag style I want to do. If you were in the tester group with us in Orosa, then you would know these people are slaying. I mean, slaying it right now. Like there has not been one bag where I was like, oh my god, that's. I don't normally do that because everyone, but no, there's not been one bag where I'll be like, okay, yeah, that's not the best. No, every bag everyone's personal style is coming out with this bag and I'm like I am having a hard time picking out a color scheme or a theme for this bag, and that is the first time in a long time where I'm struggling with that problem. Nashville. I want to go to Tennessee next year for the So Magical. So bad. I want to go. I keep like all the pictures that they're showing in So Magical Tennessee. I'm like, oh my god, I bet the food was outrageous. I go places for the food. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really excited about Florida though. Real excited. I'm also really excited that I'm staying a day after so I can go to either Star Wars or Harry Potter. I'm going to go to Harry Potter. We already know this. You and I both know this. I want a wand and I want to be able to enjoy the experience. So I'm going to be totally unbelievably tired Tuesday when I'm doing the Captain Logger. Be like, what is wrong with you? Because the way it is, I'm spending the night on Sunday night, and then Monday I'm just moving my luggage over to Monica's hotel room, and then I'm going to Harry Potter, and then my flight is at 10 o'clock. But it's no, my flight is at 8 o'clock, and I'll be home at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to be there for like a good 6 to 7 hours to experience all of the both islands of Harry Potter. I'm really excited to do this without kids. I really wish Kendall could have came, but I'm not gonna complain. If I did it with the kids, it would be like, why does this go this? Why is this? Because only one kid has read the books, and there's only one kid that's watched the series, and then there's one kid that absolutely despises it but claims Ravenclaw like nobody's business. Yeah, she knows what her Patronus is, but never read a book, has never watched a movie. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's oh yeah, because of the compound walking foot, it's amazing what you can sew with it. That's why I'm always intrigued when people are like, you can't do this and you can't do that with it. That's why sometimes I purposely do like unconventional stuff on my 1541S or whatever, because there's a lot more that you could do with it than people just they talk about. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna Arnetta. I think I'm gonna stay at the exact hotel I gave out the information to. So that way the cost is cheaper. Um, and just commute that little 6 minutes back and forth, either by Uber or begging Monica and Miko to pick me up, and they'll just pick me up. They're good peoples. Yes. Woo! I know, I can't wait till they show they have the class list where everyone can do it. There's a couple of classes I want to take, and I hope they don't interfere with my classes. I'm teaching one class, but I really want to take this foundation paper piecing one. And I'm just like, please, 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 please don't be the same time as mine because I really want to take this class. Like, I really want to take this class. There's a couple classes I want to take, so there's that. I also am promising myself that I'm going to go to the D stash because every time I see people do their haul on D stash, it drives me batty because I'm like, why didn't I do that? I want to do whatever fashion show and whatever party they have for Saturday night as well. So I am like fully invested, and I definitely would like to do an That's So Nova meetup. So that'll be really cool too. Like we all just chill in the lounge and just chit chat, and then like secretly stock and shop everybody because there's so many vendors. There's I hope to see you there too. Oh yeah, the she shed. That's a good thing to be in process of. Ooh, learning to do the city codes. Yeah, that. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's what happened to me when I had the TL 2010 too. Like there was just a moment, and I knew it was the moment when I realized that I there was no more growth for this machine for me, and I moved forward. Ooh, a Saturday lunch would be awesome. Or Sunday, Friday. I'm open to either one. I'm well because I'm a teacher. I'm gonna do it. I get the VIP bag. When you're a teacher or when you're a vendor, you have the opportunity. I don't. You know what? I don't know if you're a vendor. I can't talk on that. But when you're a teacher, you have the option to get a VIP bag. I always get a VIP bag. I like to see because the thing is like that's how I found about Mojo Sews. I had no idea who they were until I got that sample, and then it became the place where I had it. But you always can see, Julie, if stay in the group to see if there are people that are selling their VIP tickets. Because there's always somebody, something always happens, unfortunately, where someone cannot attend and they can't do it. But I usually try to go to the VIP, and then don't fret, because I know a lot of vendors give sometimes a little trinket or a little something. Not all, but some vendors do give a little something something. Like I know New Moxie, if you came to her booth in Tennessee, she gave you the Nashville pool. Um, I think Alma, she was giving little things away from her thing too. So besides, there is so much stuff going on that you won't even really notice. Like, to be honest with you, there's so much stuff going on. You're going to be able to see every single person that you've been wanting to get information from, or just be there in person. It's crazy. That was the stepping stone for me to actually push and go get my labels from Heartwood and Hyde. When I met Jade and everyone in person, they were so incredibly nice. They were one of the first people that were like, "Yeah, you could put me on your live," and I got to fill their materials. I got to see their templates for their tags, all that stuff, and it just was like I made a goal. Like, hey, when I get my first commissions on here, I'm going to go put myself on a list to be a part of Heartwood and Hyde, and I have no regrets. I actually probably going to be doing an order in the next 2 weeks to a month because I'm really, really low on my leather tags. Like I am really low on them, and she did a phenomenal job. They did a phenomenal job with like everything. So I just say, just go for that alone, or even I like this. Like I said, the D stash. Man, like I'm still throwing every time somebody comes, I'm like, oh my god, that fabric's so cute. Oh, I got this whole roll at D Stash for like $5. What? What? It was just crazy. D Stash alone. Because what you think you don't need, somebody else may really, really need. I'm going to be teaching Hi, it's me. It, hold on, I'll show you. That's about right. So I'm teaching this pattern. It's a Sandra's going to be actually designing fabric for this pattern, but this is chalk, and it's just a little simple pouch. And I'm going to show you how to get nice top corners like this, because I see a lot of people, and this is chalkboard, so you can wipe it off, put EpiPen or emergency snacks or sewing stash, and you can wipe it off. So the pattern is called Hi, It's Me. So we'll be dealing with box pleats. We will be dealing with chalkboard fabric, if you're not familiar how to use that. And we're going to be using a thinner water resistant cotton for the outside, and then we'll have water resistant canvas and the inside, and it should be really fun. The pattern's only going to be, I'm not opening it up to the public. I'm only having it for the people that go to So Magical Texas So Magical Florida, that's in my class. So if the class fills up, that's all I wrote. And the rest of the people, the only other people that are going to be able to get it are the people that are part of my Patreon for that month. They should be getting it in the first on the first on the first day of September. I'm losing my voice. The first day of September. Next week is my week where I'm actually writing the pattern, doing the measurements, and then hopefully getting to Leslie so that way I can get some templates made, because I would like to do a giveaway, a random giveaway for one template at So Magical in the class, and then a random giveaway for my Patreon. But yes, it's called Hi, It's Me. I just noticed a lot of people have a hard time with these corners, and I wanted to do something new. Chalkboard fabric is super cool. I've been using it a lot lately. I did it on I made a Wednesday tote, and someone bought it, and they were writing all over it. Like they'll write different like Wednesday quotes, and then they can wipe it off and what have you. It's one of my favorite fabrics to work with. I think the class schedule is coming out next week, if I'm not mistaken, or the beginning of August. I think it should be coming out soon, real soon. Because really look at this. We are at towards the end of July, which this is bat bonkers to me. We're at the end of July, August 1st. That means that we only would have like 50 something days before So Magical Florida. That is crazy. The the vendor hall is closed down at lunchtime for that particular one. Sorry, I'm like going my voice because of the medicine drainage, all that stuff, great stuff. Um, I actually respect Kayla so much for that. I've never vended at a one of these expos, but I've been a vendor for other convention centers, and there are certain convention centers that go above and beyond for their vendors, and then there's not. The fact that she takes a day, just like 1 hour to close down so that these people can nap or grab something to eat, go to the bathroom, do something, is pretty awesome. And so she has other things going on during that time where like it's either like the fashion show or there's something going on in the lounge. Um, D-stash, there's other things you can do, but the vendor hall is closed. And I kind of respect her so much for that. So much. Like there the last vending place I went to, Shore Leave, one of the reasons why I go there year after year after year is because if I'm by myself, they'll have someone like say, "Hey, do you need to use the restroom? We'll watch your booth and we'll talk to people until you come back and get payments. Oh, do you want a water bottle? Here, we have a pack of chips for you. Here's a banana." Like it just they care. They want to make sure that we're healthy and we're happy so that these people that come to our booth are happy. Um So I actually I have mad respect for Kayla for that. There's a Pirates Day festival? I would have gone to that. Do you have pictures? Because I'm curious, Gypsy. Do you guys dress up as pirates? Like, does anyone get to walk the plank? Please say someone gets to walk the plank. I know, I'm sorry, but Julie, stay in the group, be adamant, put follow or put a comment underneath the area where they have people that are selling the VIP. So anytime someone sells it, that you can get some kind of notification. There's plenty of 1 day passes without classes. Oh yeah, I know. I wish I want Kendall to go so bad, but there's with those three Loki surgeries, and then recently he's been on medicine because he like injured his knee. He's like a kid athlete that constantly he's clumsy like me. That's all I gotta say. He got it from his mother. so um so he won't come this time. So what I'm hoping and what I'm praying for is that he can come to Tennessee. That way he can meet everybody and everyone can meet him and we can do things. And that's how I feel in my head is Tennessee. I may not teach. I may just be there to enjoy and like hang out with people, but then do things in Tennessee with my husband. Because originally we were supposed to hang out so magical, and then like Sunday night and Monday we were supposed to go do Disney World, just him and me, because we're one, we're big kids, and two, it's different when you go with adults to these things because there's like no, I gotta go to the restroom. I'm thirsty. Can we sit down? Can we, there's none of that. It's just two adults like trying to mad dash do everything because they know that there's not enough time to do everything. So yes, Jade and Chris are really just really awesome people. They should have Lynette, do you know what their new tag is for today is by any chance? Are you allowed to tell that? If you're not, then don't. Yes, I want to go to Disney California is fun. But Disney World is exactly that, the world. Minus the snake wranglers. I'm still not over that. That is no. I know. Sandra has her own pattern that she's gonna have me test. This Hi It's Me is mine. I use this. These are I sometimes make these as thank you gifts, or I use these for teacher appreciations because they love the chalkboard aspect. They absolutely love it because they could put like Luke supplies, Kendall supplies. Like you could put the kids supplies stuff in there, or you can be like Hope's crayons, or like whatever, and you can. It's just a good size bag, or I don't know. I use it. We use them a lot. So one I was telling a teacher that I was going to be teaching, and she was like, "Oh, are you going to teach the little pouches that you make for us?" And I'm like, okay. Okay. I can, but now I'm going through the hard part because 'cause I'm not a designer, nor will I ever be. Hear me out. I will never be a designer. Um, so I have to go through the thing of taking pictures step by step and writing details and doing measurements, and it is literally giving me anxiety. That's why I'm saying this is specifically just for people that take that class and people that are on my Patreon. And it has nothing to do with releasing it because I don't want to do pattern designing. I like taking apart someone else's pattern and remodifying it into something else. That is fun to me because that's like connects. That's you're giving me Legos or connects or build a blocks and their foundation of the patterns already built. I'm just now recreating stuff with the pieces that you gave me. That's what I like to do. I am not a pattern designer, but I do give these a lot, like to do teachers gifts and or just anything like EpiPens or I did have a person from a retail thing that she had triplets and they were 12 and about to bark on their becoming a woman journey. And so she had me right there. Like we did a huge one right here. She put the name. She had like we made like a calendar so that the kids could write down how long they were and they can have something to remember it. Like, okay, here's her pads, there's the tampons, there's the wipes, there's all the lady stuff, and then they could write down the date they start so that way that they can keep track of it. It was another thing. It was her idea, and I was like, "Cool, let's do this." Chalkboard chalkboard fabric is really fun to play around with, and it sews just like cork. It's thinner than vinyl, and it is super stable. New Hampshire. Yeah, the year's flying by. Once it I'm sorry, I feel like August is the longest month ever, and I know that's why they call it, like, the dog days of summer. But once August is, like, here by the 15th, I'm like, "It is now fall. Let's get out the Halloween direction." Halloween stuff, and the kid was like, "It's not fall yet." And I'm like, "It's fall." No, but I'm starting to see, like, the purple ragweeds already, and I'm like, "Interesting." I don't really think it's the seasons are changing until we get those caterpillar webs that look like spider webs. When I first moved out here, no one told me about this, right? Because I'm a California girl. I lived in I lived in a few places, but I've never seen like when you're driving down like these webs, like these huge webs. I'm like, are these some like Harry Potter creature spiders things? And the kid was like, no, they're caterpillars. And they happen like a couple of weeks before fall start. I haven't seen any of them yet, so, like, to me, it's still summer. Yeah. Being a vendor's hard. I can't yeah, I literally wait until I get some kind of notifications for Fresh Tag Friday. First of all, I love that. And I kinda secretly want a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air one just because it sounds like something from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Fresh Tag Friday. Bye, have a good day. If I definitely need a test release, I will definitely reach out. Ooh, Lynette's like, "I got the chalkboard." I know. I get my chalkboard fabric. I actually prefer by Annie's. I know you're gonna be like, "Shinobi, you guys always say by Annie," but her products are solid. If you really look at her stuff, she doesn't have tons of stuff in her shop because she's, like, try and true with her stuff, but you can get a nice one. I like the black, okay, this is gonna sound weird, okay? Annie's has a little bit of a sheen. Okay? There's a little bit of a sheen. The one at Joann's is a matte black. It is the most prettiest color you ever seen. Like, the color is so pretty that you're gonna wanna sew it with other bags and just not even think of it as a chalkboard fabric because it works just like regular vinyl. It doesn't scratch or anything. It is the most you will get confused because it's over there with the utility fabrics, right? So when you get it, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is just some dope vinyl because it's thinner than the marine vinyl." And then when you see the paper underneath it, you're gonna be like, "What is that?" And it will say chalkboard fabric. But Joann's has it, but my favorite place to get it is by Annie. But if you're looking for mini yardage, like I want 3 or more yards, then I suggest you get it at Joann's, because if you have like a 60% coupon or something, then you can probably get it for a couple dollars a yard. Yeah, you go to Heartwood and Hyde, and then you'll be able to see the tags. And if you're on Facebook, they show the tags every Friday. Yeah. Oh my God. I love by Annie. Whenever she mentions something, like it takes a lot. You could see that she doesn't just like name drop. So that's why I was curious about the So Tights. And it's still in my head. If I had an extra $300 or $400, I probably would buy that system, because by Annie said it's a good system. And I know that sounds weird, but she doesn't say, "Hey, you only can have a Bernina sewing machine. Hey, you only can have an Olaf cutter," or whatever. She doesn't say any of that. She stays tried and true about her Annie Soft and Stable, and you hear me like, yeah, it's that stuff is goals. I use it for everything. She has her tried and true products like her stiletto, her elastic, and her mesh. They're all hers, and rightfully so. They're all amazing, and you see multiple designers using either her foam, her mesh, her double elastic tape. But when she showed the So Tights, I was like, this is pretty cool. This is a cool system. And if they make the map bigger, this I think that has a possibility to be a total and complete game changer for the sewing world. Because a 24 by 36 is not big to us anymore, especially bag making. I don't even really think it is for dress making, to be honest with you, or garment making, because you need like a wider. But it just threw me off, and then when I watched it, it looks like a solid product, and I hopefully they get enough people to fund it where they can explore more options to have smaller kits for, like, retreats, and something bigger for at home people that have an area that's bigger. So just something to think of. Yes, for a teacher's gift, yes. And also, like, I think this is really cool too, because like I said, the teachers like these when, like, we were like Miss Johnson, and then we put all like different notions, like, hand sanitizers, Kleenexes, like emergency candy, like stress ball and everything. I think it's a perfect teacher's gift, and I also think when it comes around the holidays, they're also perfect holiday gifts too. So, and then they can use it for multiple things. All they have to get is a chalk pen, and then one of my height, it's me. I use a glow in the dark chalk pen. Oh my god! I made the whole bag out of the chalkboard fabric, and in glow in the dark, you can see like all my doodles, and this is my bag, my emergency candy. And I thought it was really fun because, like, I was trying to draw the Things Demogorgon and like the Dungeons and Dragons dice, and like I don't know, I just thought that it makes these bags really cool and something new that you won't see from a lot of people. And that's what I try to do. I would like to bring, when I teach at So Magical, I want to bring a different material that you haven't used. The first time I did the persimmon, and I used oilcloth, and a lot of people had no idea what oilcloth was, and I had to explain that the difference between that and wax canvas. This time I'm doing chalkboard fabric, and I have an idea for the next time too. I want to bring different materials that I don't hear people talking about in the sewing world right now. Yeah, I'm actually gonna reach out to her because I have the clam it up pattern that I just bought from her, and I want to do a video so bad because I love that pattern, and I love it's a little bit of quilting and binding, and it's just really beautiful end results. And I try to do a lot more pouches towards the second half of the year, because I know a lot of people are batch sewing and trying to give gifts for the holidays or back to school and things along those lines. I have the moon dance pattern. I need to make it. I'm probably gonna do a chalkboard fabric too. I know, Arnetta, I have by the rolls. I go through 3 to 4 rolls a year between 10 to noon on Fridays. What up, Kindle? Oh, how nice. Gypsy, I bet that bag came out really, really nice. I want to take a class with her so bad. I got to talk to her one time when Swoon had a um like they had like all these teachers that we got to meet, So Hungry Hippie and all that stuff, and I got to talk to her once and she seemed like really, really sweet person. Yeah, oilcloth. I always like I don't know. That's what I want to bring is something one that's always beginner friendly but could be for everyone friendly, and two, a different material that you're not hearing on the mainstream right now. You can get oilcloth you can get oilcloth from a couple different places. One of the places I like to get it from is it's on Etsy. Just message me and I'll like give you it. But it's the same information kind of like I gave you in the class where you can the difference between wax canvas and oil canvas. They're pretty much the same, except one doesn't crease and the other one does. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing today. I have to prep for a video filming. I'm just so tired though. There's a part of me that doesn't want to do it, and I'm trying to like shake it off and say let this caffeine hit and it's you're just sleepy. So I'm going to prep, and if I'm still feeling that way by the time I pick up my daughter, then what I'm going to do is prep really good and then I'll film first thing tomorrow morning. um because I'm one of those people like if you follow your instincts and your guts, if something's off and it's telling you not to sew, your body's saying no, you're tired, listen to it because that's when you make mistakes when you don't listen. So I do believe in pushing through sometimes, but sometimes the best thing we can do is listen to our body. Yes. I'm hoping I would like to like I told you, there's so many bucket list people that I would like to do. I would love to go to a By Annie class. Um, I also would like to go to the physical Nancy's Notion store. I wanted to meet her so bad before she passed, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? But I would love to actually go to her brick and mortar store. I actually would love to also go to Missouri Stars, that whole quilting street where like different buildings. I did get a text from them too. If you guys are interested, Missouri Star also has the advent calendar. Um, I didn't I haven't got theirs. What I do is I look at one of my quilting YouTube companions. Her name is Raven, and she's a phenomenal quilter and a bag maker. So whenever she has it, I tune in on December 1st to start looking at her Missouri Star stuff. I haven't heard anything else yet. I need to like ponder to see if I'm gonna see if Olivia can drop any secrets if she has anything going on for the holidays. But I know with the bag makers, like the bag hardware people, they're probably gonna start pushing them out like in August and September because they usually do collaborations and it's a little bit more harder to predict dates with that. So yeah. All right. Oh, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna start cutting this fabric out and drink coffee. So I will talk to you guys all later. I hope everyone has a really fun Friday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.